Hello dear students, welcome to Konar classes. Today we are going to discuss the integration for for some trigonometric expressions, and here we are going to use the rule of trigonometric identities, and we will see that why this usage of this rule of trigonometric identities are very important. Okay, always remember dear students is that whenever you get the integration of involving trigonometric functions where the power of the trigonometric functions is given or multiple trigonometric functions are given in a multiplication form, our task will be to express those trigonometric expressions into the sum or difference form. What I wanted to mean is that suppose you have been given an integration of sine to the power nx dx. So what will be our target? Our target will be to express this sine to the power nx dx in the form of sine of mx. Okay, it is an addition or subtraction of multiple trigonometric expressions. Okay, so but not with power. That means we should transform them to sine to the power mx form, sine to the power either mx form, or a form of where you can write sine px plus some other expression cos qx, something like this, because performing integration of such expressions is simpler, okay, very straightforward than integrating this one. So this is one thing. And second thing is that suppose you have been given an expression of sine px into cos qx dx. Okay, so this kind of integration also we should express this kind of expression, trigonometric expression. In this context it is known as integrand, in the form of sine of what we can express in this form of, suppose we can write is that sine of suppose rx plus cos of tx, something like this. Means you understood the point. What I am saying is that either you need to express like this, that sine of of a function which is multiplied by a number, okay, or it is a sine or cos the function which is multiplied by a number, and among them there is a plus sign or minus sign. Why so? Because performing integration of these expressions are very simpler rather than performing integration of this expression or this expression. Okay, so this is the guideline, and based on that guideline I am going to show you that how this kind of integration is actually being performed. Okay, so let's go one by one. The first integration is integration cos square x dx. So what is the integration? So this one we are going to do is that integration that cos square x dx. So how we can express cos square x in terms of multiple of a function? Okay, that means how we can express that cos square x in the form of cos mx, for m is some number. So to convert from here to here we need to take the help of trigonometric identities. Okay. So what we have been given, cos square x, how we can transform it to the form of cos some mx or so. Okay, we know one formula dear students, that is equal to 2 cos square x is equal to 1 plus cos 2x. Correct or not? So that formula we know from the trigonometric identities, and we are going to apply it here. So from here what we can write, cos square x is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 plus cos 2x. So cos square x equal to 1 by 2 into 1 plus cos 2x. So that's what we are going to write it here. 1 by 2 integration 1 plus cos 2x dx. Correct? So how we are going to perform here? So this is equal to 1 by 2, integration 1 dx, that is integration of dx, plus integration is cos 2x dx. Correct? Now performing integration of this expression is much simpler. Okay, how we can do this thing? Okay, so let's look into integration of cos 2x. You can do it by your own, but I'm directly, but let me help you. So integration of cos 2x dx. Okay, so what we can take that, let 2x equal to t. So this implies 2 dx is equal to dt. That implies dx is equal to dt by 2. So what we get here, because of this substitution, cos 2x become cos t, and dx become dt by 2. So that is equal to 1 by 2 integration cos t dt. Integration cos t dt is sin t. So what we can write is that sin t plus 1 integrating constant c1. Okay, so we can write here where c1 is integrating constant. Okay, or you can write it is a constant of integration. So finally we need to apply back the value of sin t. T is what? 2x. So finally what we get here is that half sin 2x plus c1. So we find the value of integration of cos 2x. Once you are very comfortable with this, you can do it by your own without making all this substitution. So what we get it here? So from here what we get is that 1 by 2 integration of dx is what? X. Suppose we add one integrating constant c2 plus integration of cos 2x dx is already found it out, 1 by 2 sin 2x plus c1. Correct, no? So c1 is integrating constant, you already assumed there, and here also you can write where c2 is integrating constant. So dear students, then what we are going to get is that this is equal to 1 by 2 into x plus sin 2x by 2. Okay, and then 1 by 2 c1 plus c2 we can consider one constant as c. So what is c? C is equal to 1 by 2 c2 plus c1. So you can write that where c is equal to 1 by 2 into c1 plus c2, and we are done with it. This is the value of this integration of cos square x dx. Now let's proceed to the next question, dear students. Okay, and next question I am going to solve it. So if you look at this question, that here it is sin 2x into cos 3x dx. So sin 2x into cos 3x dx. So what formula we can use it here? Okay, so if you look at that, there is a formula, we are aware of it as that 2 sin x cos y. If you recall, 2 sin x cos y is equal to what? That is equal to sin x plus y plus sin x minus y. That is the formula. 2 sin x cos y is equal to sin x plus y plus sin x minus y. So we are going to use that formula. So then what we are going to get? So we need to make it here 2 sin 2x into cos 3x dx. Correct? Now as we have introduced 1 2, so we should multiply it by 1 by 2 so that it remains the same. So this is equal to what, dear students? So this is equal to 1 by 2 integration 2 sin a cos b, that is 2 sin x cos y, the way you want to remember. So sin of x plus y, so that means sin of 2x plus 3x plus sin of x minus y, that is 2x minus 3x, 2x minus 3x, complete dx. Correct, dear students? So what we can write it here? So this is equal to 1 by 2, integration of sin 5x dx, correct, plus integration of sin 2x minus 3x is minus x, sin minus x dx, correct. Now we can perform that integration of sin 5x dx. Here I am not going for that another substitution. You can look into my previous session and the question where the solution I have done with cos square x, that you can find it out that integration of sin 5x dx should be equal to minus cos 5x by 5, okay, by means of substitution. So what we are going to get, this is equal to 1 by 2, this is minus cos 5x divided by 5, okay, and we know that sin of minus x is equal to minus sin x. So that is equal to, so for here we introduce one integrating constant c1 plus, it will be actually minus because sin of minus x equal to minus sin x, so minus integration sin x dx, correct. So now what you are going to get here, dear students, is that, so this is equal to 1 by 2, minus 1 by 5 into cos 5x plus c1 minus integration of sin x is actually minus cos x. So that minus cos x and minus will get multiplied, will become plus. So it will be plus cos x plus another integrating constant c2. So what we can write here is that, so here in this step you should write where c1 is constant of integration. So you can write where c1 is constant of integration, constant of integration. And dear students, here we get c2, so here also you write where c2 is constant of integration. So we can write here is that where c2 is constant of integration. Okay, now dear students, we are almost done. So the result what we get is that 1 by 2 cos x minus 1 by 5 sin 5x. So the final result what we are going to get, dear students, is equal to 1 by 2 into cos x minus 1 by 5 into cos 5x, and you can add one integrating constant c, where c is equal to 1 by 2 into c1 plus c2. Okay, so you can write here where c is equal to 1 by 2 into c1 plus c2. Okay, so I hope you get that each and every step here, and let's proceed to the next question. Next question is that integration of sin cube x dx. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this problem can be done in multiple ways. So I'm going to explain both the ways here. The first way is that if you recall that what is the formula where the sin cube x is actually being used. Okay, if you recall that sin 3x is equal to 3 sin x minus 4 sin cube x. I hope you remember this formula from trigonometric identities. Now we need to use this formula. So what we are going to get it here is that we are going to, this implies that 4 sin cube x is equal to 3 sin x minus sin 3x. So this implies that sin cube x is equal to 1 by 4 into 3 sin x minus sin 3x. So what we can do, instead of sin cube x, we can write is that this is equal to integration, that 1 by 4 we can take it out, 1 by 4, so we can write 3 sin x minus sin 3x dx. Okay, so this is one way. Another way, dear students, is that we can express that sin cube x is equal to sin square x into sin x. So this sin cube x, we can write is that this is equal to sin square x into sin x. Now sin square x we can write it as 1 minus cos square x dx, 1 minus cos square x into whatever the sin x is there. Once we express that sin cube x in this form, that is 1 minus cos square x into sin x, now we can make an substitution that cos x equal to t, that will gives us that minus sin x dx is equal to dt, and we are able to solve this one. So what we can do is that this is equal to integration, that 1 minus cos square x into sin x dx. Both the ways we can do this thing, correct? So now let's do one by one. Okay, let's take the first one. For the first one, what we are going to get, dear students, so let me do it here in this space. So this is equal to 1 by 4 as it is, that is a constant, let it be here. Then this 3 will come out, so 3 into integration sin x dx, okay, minus integration sin 3x dx, okay, correct? So what we can write it here, dear students, so this is equal to 1 by 4. So integration of sin x is what? Minus cos x. So we will get minus 3 cos x, and integration of sin 3x would be minus cos 3x by 3. So that minus cos 3x and minus 1 will become plus. So that will become cos of 3x divided by 3. Now we will get one integrating constant from this indefinite integration and one integrating constant from this indefinite integration. Now we can merge these two and get one single integrating constant, that is equal to c. So we can write where c is constant of integration. Okay, dear students, I hope you got a very clear idea. I repeat once more. Once you perform this integration, you get one integrating constant, suppose c1. Once you perform this integration, indefinite integration, you get another integrating constant, c2. Then you merge that c1 and c2, that is 1 by 4 into c1 plus c2 becomes c. So you can directly write that where c is constant of integration. So this is the way we can do it. Now let's see that how we can take of this one. So here, what is the substitution we are going to make? The substitution we are going to make is that cos x equal to t. Okay, so so for this one, let cos x is equal to t. This implies minus sin x dx is equal to dt, correct? So that means sin x dx is equal to minus dt. So this implies sin x dx is equal to minus dt. Okay, so then what we are going to get? 1 minus cos square x. So that means 1 minus t square. So what we are going to get it here, dear students? So this is equal to integration 1 minus t square into sin x dx is minus dt. So that means we can make it here minus and dt. So that implies this is equal to t square minus 1 dt. So this is equal to integration t square minus 1 into dt. So this is equal to integration t square dt, integration t square dt minus integration dt. Correct? Now once we perform that integration of t square dt, that is nothing but t to the power 3 by 3. So what we are going to get, that is equal to t to the power 3 by 3, and we will get one integrating constant. And once we perform that integration of dt, that is actually t minus t. So from here we get, from integration of t square dt we will get one integrating constant. From integration of dt we will get one integrating constant. Now we can merge those two integrating constant and we get one integrating constant called plus c. Okay. So what we can write is that where c is constant of integration, constant of integration. Okay. Now what is the value of t? T is equal to cos t. So from here we can apply this value. So what we are going to get is this is equal to t to the power 3 by 3. That means cos to the power 3x divided by 3 minus cos x plus c. This is the integration. So I hope you get a very clear idea. Very important that whenever you get the trigonometric expression containing the power or multiple trigonometric expression is multiplied form, our target should be to use the rule of trigonometric identities to express either in the form of cos mx or sin mx or tan mx in this format, or sin mx plus cos mx, sin mx minus cos mx in that format, because those formats integration are simpler to solve. So with this note I would like to conclude this session. In the next session we are going to start with some integration formula and relevant question. Till then, thank you very much.